This is a pop-up basin waste. So when you press it down, it closes, press it again, and it pops up. We've actually got the cover on there, so obviously it's chrome coloured. These can be an absolute pain to seal. This particular one, it's come with 2 seals for the top and a rubber seal for the bottom, and then your back nut. So what's supposed to happen in theory is you put that through there, and then you put the washer on the back, and then you tighten it up with the back nut. But I've done them in the past and they have been extremely difficult to seal. It's worthwhile going out to B&Q and buying one of these, which is a basin and vanity bowl sealer, and these are about £1.99 at B&Q, and there's somebody actually selling these on eBay for about £6, so just watch out because there's people out there who are going to rip you off. Anyway, so this is slightly different. That's got a foam washer that's designed to go at the top there, and then from underneath you have a tapered rubber washer, and that fits into the hole of the basin underneath, and then you put your back nut on. And I've used these in the past and they've been absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to do away with all the foam washers. I'm not going to use them, and I'm going to take the washers off here. And I'm also just going to unscrew the pop-up piece, so that just unscrews off there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a large bead of plumber's gold on the inside of there, and then I'm going to sink that into the plumber's gold, and that will seal it perfectly. And then on the underside I'm going to use the vanity bowl sealer, and then I'm going to screw the back nut on. And I think I'll also put some plumber's gold on the edge of that, and then you guarantee that that is going to seal. Another thing with these is, if you look there, you've got a slot, and also there, and that's for the actual waste overflow. So if any water overflows there, it actually comes out of the ceramic there at the back and still drips down the waste pipe. So it's critical that when you set that up, you have the hole in the correct place. If you have it turned 90 degrees to the side, water's not going to be able to go down the overflow, and it's going to overflow the basin if you leave the tap running. So that's just something to be aware of. You can also use plumber's mate for doing this, but plumber's gold does have a microban in it, so it's not going to discolour or anything. So I'll just put a good bead of this on. So we're now going to get the waste, and we're going to ensure that the hole is aligned with the overflow at the back, and we're just going to bed that in there. So now on the underside I'm going to screw that on, and I'm going to put some plumber's gold on that too, and then I'm going to put the back nut on. So I'm now going to tighten that back nut up, which will force the vanity and basin sealer to go into that gap. So I'm now just going to nip that up with a water pump pliers. You don't want to go mad when you're tightening it, so that should do. So now all we need to do is get a Wonder Wipe and clean all the plumber's gold off from the inside before it sets. And you should also check at this point to make sure that your hole on the inside is still in line with your overflow, and if it isn't, you'll have to adjust it. but you can guarantee that that will be watertight now. If you take a look underneath, you can see that the washer has almost gone directly to the top, and then you can just screw the chrome plug port back on. So if we remove the cover, you can see that it does work.